Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening, everyone. How are you today? We're going to take the grammar lesson for Unit 9. So please study only from this video and the worksheets that I sent you today. Our lesson today is titled Reported Speech. Let's have a look at this one here. Direct speech, which means like talking. So if somebody is talking or saying something, we are quoting his speech or whatever he said. So we put it in between two inverted commas, as you can see here. This is an inverted, these are called inverted commas. So we put whatever someone says between the inverted commas. And then we add at the end, George said, or Joan said, or maybe Mary said, and so on and so on. So this is called direct speech. It means this is directly from the person who said that. So these are his exact words. So George says here, I like Jordan. People are friendly. Let's compare these two sentences here. Now here we have direct speech. So this is what George said, exactly his words, between two inverted commas, as we said. Now I'm going to repeat what George said, but I'm not going to quote. I'm not going to use these inverted commas. So I would say George said, because it was George, as you can see. George said he liked Jordan. People were friendly. Notice there are some differences here in the verbs. So this is called reported speech. It means I am telling someone what George said. We will get into this in details in the next slide. So if you want to report what someone said, if you want to tell someone what somebody else said, you will use he or she said, or they, or whatever. And then you will say, instead of like, for example, so George said, I like Jordan. So we're going to change it to liked. Notice here, so from present simple to simple past. And are here, the verb to be are, which is in the simple present, became were. Let's look into another example to explain further. Let's look at this guy here. Looks like Superman, right? So this is a superhero, and his name is Michael. Let's read what Michael says. I am a superhero. I save people's lives. I like helping others. I have fans all over the world. Okay, fair enough. So now, can you tell me what Michael said? So I want you to report what Michael said. He says here, I am a superhero. Notice we have inverted commas. Now, I'm going to report. So I would say he said, because Michael is a male. He said, instead of I would say he, because we're talking about him. So he said he was a superhero. So again, notice instead of I will say he or she, depending on the person talking. And then I'll say instead of am, this is present simple, we'll make it simple past. So I or he was, and then you just resume the sentence, you continue, and you finish the sentence. So he said he was a superhero. Another example now. I save people's lives. Again, he said he saved people's lives. Instead of save becomes saved. And then you just continue with the sentence. Another example. Now Jane says, I'm reading a book. Notice this is present continuous. It means like I'm reading a book, like right now. I'm reading a book. It will become Jane said, she was, becomes was, and then you continue the sentence. She was reading a book. So present continuous becomes past continuous. We will get into in details. We will get to this in details, inshallah, later. Not this year, maybe next year, بإذن الله. So, just to make it as a summary, please study this table very well. Direct speech. I am playing. It becomes he or she was playing. We like arts. It becomes they liked arts. I have a cat. She or he had a cat. I don't live in Irbid. She or he didn't live in Irbid. So as you can see, it's so simple. When you report a speech, if it was present, in general, it becomes past. So if it's simple present, it becomes simple past. And if it was simple present continuous, for example, it becomes past continuous. We will only have this in the test. So we will only have simple present changed to simple past in the reported speech. That's it for today. Please work again on the worksheet. So try to answer the worksheet for that is Unit 6, Grammar File 9. And you have the answer key with you as well. And if you have any questions, send me a message. Have a lovely night. Bye.